Okay.
So the idea here is that I'm going to give you a rundown first on some of the heroes, what you should aim for when we're starting a game, and just general things to be mindful of when we're in the game. First, go to the Heroes
Alright, cool.
tab, and then where you can see all the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's like 100 and something heroes in Dota, and some of them are very unique to each other. All of them feel incredibly different. Funny to say that, but some of them are kind of similar, right? For example, if you compare Sniper to Drow Ranger, they both want to be far from the enemy. They both benefit from being far from the enemy. They're both rangers. They're both kind of standing still when they're shooting, right? So there's some similarities between them. It's easy for you to like Drow Ranger if you like Sniper, kind of the thing I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to try and explain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My suggestion is pick one or two heroes, okay, and just camp those heroes to understand them specifically a lot. Because once you get them, you can shift your focus more to understanding what's going on in the game. Because if you're always switching heroes, you're always reading new skills, you're always trying to understand new skills from, that other hero, and things just can get a bit messy because you can't just focus on what's going on the map, what your objective should be, because you're so busy trying to work with your hero, right? So let's pick a tool and use that tool. Since I understand every hero to a very good degree, right? I'm Divine 2, not immortal, not perfect, but I'm a decent rank, and I've got about 12,000 hours worth of Dota. So tell me
Fair enough.
what it is that you'd like to play. Like, give me an idea of what you're looking for. Are you looking to be in someone's face? Are you looking to be in a safe distance? Are you looking to be an invisible guy that shows up out of the blue? Are you looking to explode a guy at once, just completely delete his game? Are you looking to escape from the fucking pits of hell? What is it that you're aiming for? Are you looking for excessive amounts of heal? Are you looking to traverse the map in the blink of an eye? Or what is it that you're most focused on? And there's like many more
Okay.
other ideas.
Yeah, I know. Let me start with filtering all to low complexity. I think that's a good idea, right?
That is a great idea. Yes. Go for low
Okay, so I'm
complexity
filtering to
heroes.
low complexity. Great. I think I would like to start off with something that's balanced so I can get a hang of the game. Should
Okay.
I filter only supports or could I do carries as well?
We don't want you to carry, actually. No,
So you
because
want me to support?
you're still trying to grip the game, and being a carry, because in Dota there's this thing called positions. Position 1, position 2, all the way to position 5. Okay? Position
Okay.
5 being the hard support, position 4 being the soft support, position 3 being the off lane, which is going to be the tanker, right? His role is to be disruptive, to soak up damage, to do that kind of stuff. Position 2, which is the mid laner, which is arguably one of the most important positions between position 1 and 2, because position 2 mid laner is going to open up space on the map. It is also a disruptive role, but you're very close to a carry. In some games, you could be the win condition, and as a position 2, you could be the true carry, air quotes, okay? And position
Okay.
1, you are the carry. Typically, this role means once you die, your team is fucked. Your whole idea is to amass a massive amount of gold, and when you come into fights at the most opportune moment, you are aiming to deal massive amounts of damage to key heroes. For example, as a hard carry, if there's a particular guy on the enemy team that has abilities that counter you a lot, you would typically focus him more. This isn't always the case, because the guy that counters you a lot may counter you so much that you just can't kill him. You depend on your team. Okay?
He's
So
unfuckwittable, huh?
for you specifically, because of how your
Yes.
hero works, right? So we're not looking to have you as a hard carry. And I also don't think we should have you as a hard support. I think you should be playing support 4 because there's more leniency to it. As a hard support, you're typically tasked with very good ward placement. You're typically tasked with making sure your carry, your hard carry, is growing well, making sure that your team has everything it needs, and that requires a certain amount of knowledge on the map and the gameplay. As a support 4, you're typically more of a nuisance to the enemy team. You're allowed to farm a little bit more gold. You also do ward, but you're not the guy that's job is warding 100%, right? You're kind of like a 20% warder, and the hard support's like an 80% warder. Of course, this depends a lot. I'm just giving you a general basis, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll be helping you out through it. So we should give you a role that's not the most important role and not one of the backbones, which is a hard support can be the backbone depending if you're going to win or lose a game. Any hero can make that difference, right? It's a very interesting. I love Dota. It's a very interesting game. So let's have you as a support 4. I know this is a lot of information to digest, like before we even start, but I assure you this is going to give you a solid ground so that you can enjoy when you're in a match. Okay.
Okay.
Personally, I love playing Ogre Magi. He's an easy hero to play. He's very fun. And he can do support 4, he can do support 5, he can do off laning. Some disgusting human being will even do him mid, right? But as a starting off, he's a good pick. It doesn't have to be him. You could pick Lion. Lion is also fun as hell to play.
So I'm
Jakiro.
filtering here, and I can see a few that I like. I can see
Okay.
Jakiro, Abaddon, and Alt. All three of them are low complexity and supports.
Alchemist is not quite what it seems to be. Alchemist depends a lot on amassing a large amount of gold, and if playing him as a support is not advised unless you're very experienced on playing him, because you could end up stealing farm. I'm using the word stealing here, but not quite the situation from some players that deserve it more than you. Okay, so let's
Okay.
not do Alchemist. Let's
What do you
see.
think about Abaddon?
Abaddon is good. He's very durable. He's very supporty. He's good. Abaddon is good. Um, maybe a little bit more complex. Not really complex, but there's some nuances. I think you could get the grip of it. I'm not a personal fan of the hero, right? I don't play him too much, but maybe he is your style. So Abaddon is good. Um, Ogre
Venomancer is
Magi.
also on the low complexity
Dude, I hate
filter.
Venomancer. He's low complexity, but to be well played, he's hard complexity because he dies very easily. If you don't know how to,
He's squishy, huh?
yeah, he's squishy. He's squishy. You don't want a guy that's too squishy, since you're getting your bearings on understanding what all the heroes do, right? You don't want to get instantly deleted and not understand why. Abaddon doesn't let that happen, right? He doesn't get instantly deleted after level 6 because his ultimate is
Mm-hmm.
every damage you do to him
The
actually heals.
shield, huh?
No. Every damage you do to him actually heals him, right? For like a few seconds. So it typically
Oh,
keeps you from
okay.
dying. When you hit a certain
What
threshold of
about
HP. Mm-hmm.
what about Leshrac? What do you think?
Leshrac is typically a mid laner. I get that he's low complexity here, and he may even be in the supports tab, but I
But
don't
you don't
recommend.
agree?
No, I don't agree. I don't recommend you try him. Let me see. You could do.
Skywrath Mage?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's fun. He's not that hard. Um, I think you could do Skywrath Mage. Shadow Shaman, also pretty fun, pretty easy. You could get the hang of him pretty fast.
Yeah,
Mostly, I
he's in the
think
filters.
Jakiro, Lion, Ogre Magi are my hardest recommendations. You could do something else, but I think you'll have a bit more of a difficult time. Abaddon is also really good. So between those 4 is what I'd recommend you pick. You could pick Witch Doctor. He's got a little bit more of a oomph to him, like on how you play him, because he's ideally certain combos that you're gonna want to make happen. You want an amount of heroes together in a cluster to be most effective. So you're looking for very keen opportunities. Some of these other heroes that I mentioned, you don't need more than one player to be together to be at your most effective. you can, for example, deal with a guy if he's alone, right? I would prefer Abaddon, Ogre Magi, and Jakiro over Lion. Lion dies a bit easier than those 3 heroes that I mentioned.
Okay, so Abaddon, Jakiro, or Ogre Magi.
Yes, Jakiro is ranged, Abaddon is melee, Ogre Magi is melee.
I think I'll have an easier time with ranged to start, just because I feel like you don't have to be in someone's face, because that's kind of the whole idea. So.
Yeah, sure. You could start with Jakiro then. Jakiro's as good as pick as any. Okay. All right. I'll give you the gist on itemization and whatnot in game. It shouldn't be too hard. Click on Jakiro.
All right.
Okay. Since we've decided you're gonna, try him out, and you could just change him in the next match. We want you to find a hero you like and then focus on that hero. It doesn't have to be the first guy you fucking picked. You're gonna spam him even though you hate him. That's not the idea. And let's read through his abilities here so that you're not reading them in the middle of the game and trying to come to grasps with what the fuck's going on. Dota recently had an update that's just gargantuan. Some people even call it Dota 3. It's the addition of facets and innate abilities. Now, I'll break this down very quickly for you. A facet is, as you can see right there, Jakiro has Liquid Fire and Liquid Frost. Some heroes have 2, some heroes have more than 2 facets. When you're going to get in the match, once everyone's picked, you can choose which one of the facets you want to use in that game. Once you've decided, you can't change it. So, if you're going to go Liquid Frost, you're going to run Liquid Frost the whole game. This is typically good because you can play a hero you like and have an altered version of him for a match that you think he would do best against certain enemies. This gives you more versatility. Okay?
Okay.
An innate ability is a passive. As you can see here, Jakiro's attack launch an attack from each head, but deal 50% less damage each. Basically,
what is that? Dual Breath?
Double Trouble. You should see it as innate ability, right next to Dual Breath. See that?
Trouble. Okay.
Yeah. If you hold Alt and then you run your mouse over it, well, this one doesn't, but some of these give more information on it if they're a little bit more complex. This one's straightforward. Basically, instead of doing 1 attack command per time, you will always shoot 2 attacks that deal 50% damage. It adds up to 1 attack. Okay? Now, this is important for some other reasons you're about to understand, for Jakiro specific. So let's check Dual Breath. At level 1, it does 20 burn damage. It'll slow the enemy by 25% on their movement, and it'll slow their attack by 25 points. It is important to understand that this does not equate to 25%. This is 25 points of slow on the attack. This is very difficult to explain, but basically, it's going to be an amount. You're going to convert that 25 attack slow to a minus 0 point some amount of seconds in their attack time. They're going to attack slower by a certain amount of seconds. And you'll be able to analyze this in game later. I couldn't tell you the exact difference right now. That's the case. As you level it, you'll notice that the skill gains more damage, more movement slow, more attack slow. The duration doesn't change. The mana cost does. You see that little blue square?
Mm-hmm.
That's the mana cost. So it goes up. Yes, but if you notice something, burn damage goes from 20 to 40. That is a 100% increase in your damage. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The move slow goes up by a very small amount, and the attack slow goes up by a very small amount. Notice how your mana only costs another 15 points. It doesn't cost double the mana. So this is a skill that's very interesting to have a second point in it as soon as you can, because you get a lot of bang for your buck on the skill. Okay?
Okay.
Awesome. There's a start radius and an end radius. You'll notice when you have the ability to cast a skill that it kind of is in a cone shape. Okay? So you want to be looking to take advantage of that. See, these are some of the nuances. You see the little 10 next to the mana thing? That's the time it takes for the skill to cool down when you can use it again. And then the 850 is that little green semicircle is going to be the distance it'll reach. Okay? Fantastic.
All right.
You see a little video there. Damage type is magical. You'll see it is dispellable. Dispellable means that if another hero has certain items or certain abilities, they can use that to take off the effects that you put on them. This is a 5-second duration skill. If you cast it on them and then they use a skill or an item on themselves that dispels it, since this is a dispellable skill, it'll remove these effects. Plain and simple.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Let's go for Ice Path. Now, formation delay is the time it takes between when you see the animation of the ice happening to the moment that the ice actually solidifies. You'll actually notice it on the little video. You'll see it go down, and then it kind of like blinks into existence, right? You see that? That's the 0.2 seconds it takes for that ice to actually have an effect on the enemy, okay? Maximum stun duration, you see that? Path duration. Okay, what's the difference between path and stun duration? So when you throw the path down, it'll stay in place for 4.5 seconds at its max level. So it's still there. If some guy touches it by accident, they'll still be affected by the stun. Okay?
Okay. So if it's like if it's at the last 0.1 seconds of the 4.5 seconds and someone touches it, they'll still get stunned for 2 seconds if it's max level.
Yes.
Even after it's gone. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Radius 150, damage 50. It does basically no damage. As you can tell, 50 damage is very low damage, especially in comparison to your other skills. It costs 100 mana, has 1100 range, and every level you put in it reduces its cooldown. Notice how the first skill, that does not happen. It is 10 and does not show any other cooldowns. See that?
Okay,
Over here, notice how max stun duration goes up by 0.25 seconds with each point in it, and the path duration goes up by 0.5. This is a skill that it does scale, but it's not scaling as hard as dual breath, right? Dual breath, you get 100% more damage, and you still get a little bit of gain on the other aspects of the skill. This skill, you gain some of the other aspects, but not the best stuff. It reduces the cooldown, so you're more quickly able to stun enemies again and again and again. Okay? Now, here's a pro tip. You see path duration is 4.5. Okay? Cooldown at max level is 9 seconds. This means the downtime for you being able to stun an enemy is at best 4.5 seconds. Because you cast a skill, the second you cast it, it starts going into cooldown, but the path is still on the floor. When the path disappears, your cooldown will have run 4.5 seconds, which means that in another 4.5 seconds, you can cast a skill again. This is interesting, right? Good. Now, we'll go to the next one. Liquid Frost or Liquid Fire, whichever one you've selected as your facet, is going to have a different idea behind it. One of them has movement slow, the other one has attack slow. So one of them keeps the enemy from running, the other one keeps the enemy from attacking. Okay? If you notice that there's some other differences to it, okay? For example, the cooldown time, the range of the skill, the bonus damage, the impact damage, and the duration. Okay? So the duration on both of them should be 4 seconds. They both give... No, I'm sorry, only the Liquid Frost gives bonus damage. What does this mean? What is this bonus damage it's talking about? Okay? Now, if you check the skill, Jakiro's attacks chill his enemies, slowing movement for 4 seconds and increasing damage taken from Jakiro's attacks and abilities. This effect does not apply to buildings. Okay? Very important to pay attention to these things. So, let's just focus on bone. Impact damage is going to be the second it hits the guy, it's going to do 50 damage, and it won't do any more damage. Period. What is bonus damage in this case? Every time you attack the enemy, it's going to apply that 25 at max level to your attack or your skills. So let's have
4 seconds.
For 4 seconds. And its cooldown is 4 seconds, if you notice that. Which means that at max level, the guy is constantly under this effect. This is a skill that can be toggled on. Okay, you see ability autocast right there below the image? You can keep this skill permanently on. As soon as it's off cooldown...
Why would I turn it off?
Because sometimes you don't want to affect a specific enemy with it. You want to leave it for another enemy. And let's say you use it on this guy right now, but the other guy is the guy that really needed it, and it's on a 4-second cooldown. For as much as this guy's affected forever, you maybe want to affect a different enemy than the enemy you just affected. And that would be a reason to turn it off and manually cast it on a specific enemy, right? Maybe you want to attack one guy, but the other guy you want to have debuffed the whole time. Okay? Now, let's go back to the bonus damage. 25 at max level. Go back to his innate ability, the double trouble. He attacks twice. Okay, 50% less damage each, but he attacks twice. That means that there are 2 instances that will benefit from the bonus damage. So every time you attack the guy, he's going to take 50 and not 25 because you attack twice. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Plus the damage that the double trouble, the attack itself already does.
Yes, exactly. And then remember that this said not just attacks, it is also from his abilities.
Mm-hmm.
If we go and check his very first skill, Dual Breath, it lasts for 5 seconds, and then there's the burn damage. Every time it ticks, which is every time that the enemy takes damage from that burn, okay, you will gain bonus damage from having the Liquid Frost on the enemy. So it's going to be 80 plus 25 at max level every second.
Yeah.
So ideally, you want to affect the guy with Liquid Frost before you affect him with Dual Breath. Or
so the ideal thing is Liquid Frost, then Dual Breath, and then just spam him with my normal skill.
That would be your go-to, but if you get good, you want to do Dual Breath first. Why? Dual Breath lasts 5 seconds. Liquid Frost lasts 4. So you have a 1-second grace period to still get the most out of Liquid Frost. If you cast Liquid Frost first, and then you cast Dual Breath, the time it takes for your animation to happen on casting Dual Breath, you may lose a second of damage from Liquid Frost. And this we're just going into min-maxing, getting really good at the game, really using your character to its highest ability. In a perfect world, and you're good, you want to Dual Breath first and follow up with Liquid Frost immediately thereafter. Okay?
Because then it'll start ticking like hell, huh?
Not that it'll tick like hell, but you'll get the most out of Liquid Frost. Since Dual Breath lasts 5 seconds, and Liquid Frost lasts 4, if you cast Dual Breath first, right, you have a 1-second grace period before you will lose the most benefit from Liquid Frost. They'll end at the same time. But if you cast Liquid Frost first, you'll take a second to cast Dual Breath. You'll lose 1 second's worth of extra Dual Breath on top of Liquid Frost damage. Did that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Now, his ultimate. You get this at level 6, and then level 12, and then level 18. Okay? You can't level it like one after the other, right? So, just to run through his ultimate, it's very straightforward. You see the little video. You're going to put down a path of molten fire, okay? The damage per second is really high, 100, 150, 200. The distance is super far, 1,400 at its most. There's your cooldowns. The duration is the amount of time it's going to stay on the ground. This will also benefit from Liquid Frost, right? And since it lasts so long, let's say the guy is still stuck in there, it's ideal to keep reapplying Liquid Frost on him so that he keeps taking extra damage from Macro Pyre, which is the name of your ultimate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's very straightforward, right? It's not too hard to combo these skills. So here's what you're looking to do as the best combo with Jakiro. And don't stress if you can't pull it off right off the bat and shit. It's just life. You would like to Macro Pyre, followed by Ice Path, followed by Liquid Frost, followed by Dual Breath, one on top of the other as fast as you possibly can.
And are these going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, where I can just memorize 4, 3, 2, 1?
What do you mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1? I'm confused.
Are these skills going to be on my numbers?
No, they're going to be your Q, W, E, R.
R. So I have to do R, W, E, Q. Okay. Just
yeah.
Okay.
And remember, if you put Liquid Frost on auto cast, all you have to do is click to attack the guy, and your auto attack is already going to have Liquid Frost imbued into it. Okay? Awesome. Now, Liquid Fire is basic.
Just a question. What will happen if I press all 4 keys at once?
The last key you pressed will take will take priority. Yes, exactly. So this isn't the case for every single thing, but because some heroes, if you press a key, you don't have to choose the destination of where you're going to attack. It'll be like an area of effect around you, and the second you press the key, it's going to activate that skill around you. So in some cases, if you press like all keys at once, let's say everything the guy does is everything around him, they're going to immediately cast as you press it. So like you could have like a piano effect happen, for example, or you could press it all at the same time and fuck it. Okay. In this case, for this hero, that does not happen. You have to select where your skills are going to be placed, and for selection, that's how it works. If you had quick cast enabled, and your mouse pointer is over the area where your intention of casting the skill is, that you said would work. Okay? You have your mouse over the place you want it, you fucking piano your keys, and it's going to cast everything there super fucking fast. Okay? Personally, not a fan of quick cast, but that's just me. Okay. So you understand these basics right now. I'm going to go into a little bit more, and then we're going to start a game. Aghanim Scepter and Aghanim Shard. These are upgrades to abilities you already have for the most part. Some heroes gain new abilities by acquiring this item in the game. These are items that you pay cash for in the game to acquire. Simple. You'll notice Macropyre gets upgraded in the following sense. Increases the duration, the width, causes it to deal pure damage, no longer magical. There's different kinds of damage in Dota. Pure damage goes through armor, goes through magic, it goes through everything. It's basically damage done directly to the guy's HP bar, which is fantastic. Because some heroes that are very high armor or that are immune to magical damage will still take pure damage, because technically it's not magical. So your skill now penetrates into some guy's only ability to survive against magic. So the only thing he had to deal with you was a skill that let him survive magic, so you wouldn't do damage to him. You acquire an item where you change your damage type to pure. You literally destroy his HP bar, which is fantastic. Okay? The duration goes up, as you can see, 15 seconds. The flame width goes up from 500 to 570. So a little bit harder for him to get out of it. Takes a little bit more moment of time to happen.
And the 2 ice walls.
Exactly. But in this case, they don't stun. They slow the enemy by 60%. It's nearly a stun. Got it.
That is a lot.
And then the Liquid Frost, which is the Aghanim Shard. The Aghanim Scepter is much more expensive than the Shard. In some games, you want the Aghanim Scepter first, independently of the price. In other games, the Shard's more interesting. It depends on what's going on. Okay? You'll see there that the Liquid Frost now deals 2.5% of the enemy unit's max health as damage per second. Fantastic. It lasts 4 seconds. You will do 10% of their max health simply by hitting the guy with that 4-second cooldown skill. Amazing. That's a lot of damage. Okay? Alright, so you got that. Now all the way to the left, you see a talent tree. This is going to be very self-explanatory. 10, 15, 20, 25. When you achieve these levels in the game, you'll be able to pick...
Oh, talent tree. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able, when you achieve these 10, 15, 20, or 25 level in the game, in the match, you'll be able to pick from either side. Attack range, or in this case, the minus 10% and then dash 10, dual breath, movement, and attack speed. Right? You understood what this does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and since you read the skills first, it's straightforward. Ice Path cooldown reduction, you can cast it faster. Liquid Frost bonus damage, very straightforward. Macropyre damage, dual breath damage and range. Obtains Liquid Fire is the only thing you're not gonna understand too well, right? Or maybe not. So you see here right at the start of the game,
Liquid Fire.
Yeah, you see here
the other facet.
Yes, you get the other facet, which is super cool. At level 25, instead of getting the 100% dual breath damage and range, which is amazing, you could choose for the Liquid Fire or Liquid Frost. Whichever facet you start the game with, you will notice that the tree offers you the other facet you didn't start the game with. So you can have both facets.
Do I keep both?
Yes, you keep both.
Wow, that's super strong.
It's super strong. Because if we go to Liquid Fire, select the facet, and then we read the skill, you slow their attack by 60. There's a radius, so once you cast it on the guy, you'll notice it kind of explodes. Anything around that guy is going to get affected by it. Liquid Frost does not do that. Liquid Fire does. You do burn damage.
Okay.
You do not do bonus damage. Okay? lasts 5 seconds, 1 second more than the other one, but it does building damage at a 75% of its damage value. So that just basically means that now you can destroy buildings faster by having liquid fire. In certain games, it's more interesting. And in certain games, it's more interesting, instead of you trying to do more damage to the guy, you debuff him so your team doesn't take as much damage from him. Think of it this way. Let's say Liquid Frost would let you do an extra 1,000 damage to a certain character after using all your skills, okay? But Liquid Fire would let your team not take 15,000 damage from that very specific hero. It's more interesting to have the Liquid Fire facet in that match because you would disable one of their highest damage output heroes. And if you just think about it, if your team is alive, they'll do more damage than you over time, because your idea here is to be a support, right? So this is how you balance out what to pick in a match, right? What should I be doing in this game? Okay, so we just ran through all the abilities in that. Just a few more things to cover, and you'll be good to go. Notice that Jakiro is an intelligence hero. Right above Liquid Fire, you will see a little blue wand. Okay. There are 4 types of attributes in Dota. Here it's only showing 3 because one of them is universal. Basically means all of them in one. I'm not going to go into that right now. It's a bit more complex, and it doesn't matter for you now. So, just read here. Strength. Each point of strength grants 22 health and 0.09 health regeneration per second. Okay? Agility. You gain 1 attack speed for each point and gain 0.16 armor. And then intelligence. Each point of intelligence grants 12 mana, 0.05 mana regen, and 0.1 magic resistance. Don't worry too much about this right now. Just understand that each kind of hero will have something that makes them more them. I'll break this down. A strength hero is going to be really high HP and high regeneration. An agility hero is going to have a lot of armor, not a lot of HP, okay, and a lot of attack speed. Yes, and an intelligence hero, which is you, okay, will have high mana regeneration, and won't take as much damage from magical attacks. Self-explanatory, really. And you see here that it shows the value 25, 15, 26, and then plus a certain amount. Every level you get, you will gain that plus. So since you are an intelligence hero, notice that your biggest gain is in intelligence.
Cool.
And then your secondary is strength, because Jakiro, his secondary is going to be strength. And you can just see this by looking at what the hero gains. Like, if the second thing he gains the most amount of is that, he's going to be a healthy hero. In your case, you're going to be a healthy hero, right? You're going to do good magic damage, yada yada. Self-explanatory. In Dota, you can buy items to give you more of each thing. Since agility isn't that interesting for you, because you're not looking to attack fast, you're not looking to have high armor, and there are things where you could buy flat armor, like you can buy a piece of item in Dota, which is just going to give you more armor.
Like a chainmail, huh?
Exactly. Precisely. Instead of buying agility to then achieve that, it's not interesting for you because that's not where your bread and butter is. Okay? Awesome. So that's the gist of it. You'll see some values at max health, max mana. You see that your regeneration per second for each of those. You'll see the armor you start the game with, the movement speed you start the game with, your base attack time. That is the time it takes you to launch one attack, 1.7 seconds, without having this. Let's say you didn't have any strength, agility, or intelligence. That would be your base attack time. But since you have a little bit of agility, those points of attack speed get counted against that base attack time, and then you will have a different attack time in-game. I know that sounds a little bit complicated. Don't worry too much about it. It's not that important. You see attack speed is 115. If you go to Liquid Fire, you see the debuff is 60 at max level. So if you remove half of this attack speed, you will double the time it takes for him to make an attack. Think of it like that. So at the start of the game, let's say everyone starts at level 1 and somehow you have max level Liquid Fire. Impossible, but just for the sake of explanation, you will effectively cut the guy's attack speed in half, which could render him just absolutely useless. Okay? Your attack range, which is how far you can attack a hero from. You're a ranged hero, but your range is decent. It's 400. Some heroes have 600, 550.
Like Sniper, huh?
Sniper is insane, but that's his whole idea, right? Your damage value. This is very important that you get. 53 to 61. You will do a random number between 53 and 61 when you attack.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay? Awesome. Any questions?
Well, I don't know enough to question, so I guess
From
we
what
just
I
gotta go with the flow.
Yeah, from what I explained here, there isn't any particular thing.
Nah, I think
Okay.
I'd rather just roll into it, and then we'll see what's up.
Sounds great. What I explained here is the basics of understanding every hero in Dota. If you go to pick a hero, okay, we broke down Jakiro completely, but yada yada. Let's invite you to a party and search for a match. Make sure
You think we
we've
should
got.
go for straight up for a match? Damn. Okay.
I mean, what else would we do?
Maybe I could do the tutorial. No.
Tutorial would be very helpful, to be honest. Shoot. You might get whipped like some dumb bitch if we go into a match because I'm a high rank, and let's say we're fighting a high ranked guy, he's gonna notice you're weak and he's gonna abuse you.
Yeah, that's what I think so as well. I think I should know at least the basics.
We could go
How
for
do
a
I get
bot
into a
match.
tutorial? Yeah, let's
We
go for a bot match. Let's
we
do that.
can't get into a tutorial together. Let's go
Then
for
let's do a bot match.
default bots, bot difficulty. We'll go with easy so that we have a lot of leniency to teach you how to play. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I do have to choose my bands, huh?
Your bans, I'm not sure I
Choose
understood.
4 heroes that you would like to ban during matches.
Yes. Don't worry about that right now. Because that comes as a preference as you play the game. You will hate specific heroes. I myself absolutely despise Tinker, Puck. I dislike Morphling greatly, and Cancer Lancer is just a god-given ban. Right?
Cancer Lancer?
Yeah, his name is Phantom Lancer, but we call him Cancer Lancer because he's just cancer.
Where is he?
He's going to be an agility hero.
Phantom Lancer.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah, I think he looks like cancer. Funny how it's taking a while to find a match. Easy bot.
Why is it taking a while to find a match with bots?
Unlock. Use matchmaking to play with others against bots. I'm sorry. Let's just go for a custom lobby. And then join my Radiant side. Okay. Game mode I'll pick. Bots.
It says bots.
Yeah,
none.
I'm gonna change that right now. Advanced lobby settings. I don't typically make lobbies, so I'm a little bit dire difficulty. We'll go with easy. Default bots, yes. Radiant difficulty, we'll go with easy. Default bots, yes. Full empty slots with bots, yes. Local visibility unlisted. Local practice for hoes. We'll change the game name to we'll leave that exactly as it is. Sounds great. Okay. Server location. Let me see if I can change that. Yes, I can select Peru, which will give us the best ping for the both of us. Okay, cheats no, visibility, league, doesn't matter, spectator no, password no, easy, game mode. Okay, great, and start game.
Oh shit, we found a game.
Right.
Pick.
This is the picking phase.
Right,
you'll notice a timer at the top. Since you're a support, you're one of the first guys to pick. Depending on what you are in the game, you'll be the last pick. Typically, hard carry or mid lane get last pick because you want them to be a surprise. You don't want the enemy team to pick a guy to just destroy your win condition in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Let's go bottom lane. I'll play as hard carry. You play as hard support. But I'm not gonna make you hard support.
How do I choose bottom lane? Okay.
Just like that. Simple enough, right? I'll play Wraith King, which is easy to tolerate some mistakes that you will inevitably make. You can see what they pick as the timer goes counting down. I've locked in. Choose your facet now at the bottom. You see that?
I already chose Liquid Frost.
Cool. And then choose some starting items. I recommend the Tango, some iron branches, like 2 iron branches. I'll get the ward, but you should go ahead.
How do I buy the item?
Right click.
And I choose a Tango as well. Okay, so those 3 items.
Yeah, and you'll see you'll have some remaining gold. Once you understand more of the game and whatnot, you can pick specific items to have the best outcome in the game. Okay? For now, we're not too worried about that. All right. Every game starts basically the same.
How do I move?
Right click.
Oh.
See? Simple.
How do I move the camera?
You will middle mouse button and drag. And then once you want to refocus on your hero, you can just double click on the portrait of your hero.
Well begun is half done.
Got it?
Yeah.
Right.
Death is my bitch.
You'll see a shop at the bottom right. There you can select a myriad of different items. You could type their name at the top. You see there's a little search. So if you can't see an item immediately, you can type its name there. You'll see
Where
basics.
Is the shop, though?
It's the little coin thing. The 3 little coins with the money sign on it. Click on that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I know it's overwhelming because there's a lot of stuff in there. But at the top, you'll see basics, search, upgrades, and neutrals. Okay? Basics means items that are composed just by themselves. You don't need more than 1 item to make it. So it's a basic item. It's a single item. Okay? Let's not worry about that right now. So the timer's counting down. You see how it's 10 seconds, 9, game's about to start. See this guy? He's going to try and take the rune from us. We don't want that to happen. So
how do I strike? How do I attack?
Right click. See? Right click the guy? Yeah. Then I'll stun him. Keep hitting him. He'll die. We made money. I'm dying, so I'm gonna get away from that guy. You keep hitting him.
Alright.
See? And then I'll run towards you. My stun is almost off cooldown. You keep hitting him. I come back. Stun him. Run away into the fog of the trees where he can't see me.
I'm hunting him down because he's trying to escape. Where'd he go?
Yep, he juked you. See that? He ran over here. He might kill me. I might get him. I'll be able to get him because my skill is going to come off cooldown. I killed him. Notice how we made money. At the left over there, there's my name. I killed him. I get the 202. And then the plus 69 to 1 hero that you see there. If you press the enter key, it'll come right back up. See that? That goes to you.
Oh, okay.
Great. At every 1 minute mark, jungle creeps will spawn. These things, they're worth gold, and each of them has a certain ability, a certain attack, right? Some heroes are more efficient at killing them than other heroes, but don't need to worry about that.
Huh?
Yeah, they stay at their camp. They'll follow you for some amount because they're aggroed, but eventually they go back to their camp. Okay? If you come over here to the lane, you'll be able to understand a few other things.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Getting whipped by these creeps.
Yeah, at level 1, they're typically going to be much stronger than what you can handle. Okay? Over here, as long as you're within a 1,300 range, which is hard for you to gauge, okay? But it's pretty far, like about what you'll see on your whole screen is going to be that 1,300 range, except for the very borders. You'll be getting experience every time a creep dies.
Okay.
If you last hit a creep, you get gold. Try and last hit that creep right there. Or that other one right there. Try and last hit that one.
Okay.
You got it. Did you see gold show up for you when you killed it?
Yes.
Great.
I heard like little coin noise.
Yes. The only thing that will give you gold, when you're fighting creeps, is if you last hit them.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh shit. Oh, they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, they want you. Oh, you're gonna die. You're being affected by one of the guy's passive abilities.
Ooh, they want me dead.
They
want me very
super
dead.
want you. Yep. Keep running.
Damn, they're gonna
and
go home with me? Ooh.
ideally, run into the tower. The tower keeps you safe. Typically, enemies can't stand the tower at these low levels.
Ooh,
You've
I'm dead.
died. But that's okay. When something like this happens, you want to run to a tower. We had one right over here at the front. So when they get on you like that, you run to that tower. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Now that I think about it, the tutorial really is the best thing to do because there is a certain amount of pressure that goes into attempting to play the game as is the way we're doing it right now. Okay? So I don't know exactly. Let's just keep doing this for a bit and we'll see how it turns out. But you see that you have more gold.
1,000 cash. I should be buying stuff, huh?
Yes. The first items you buy are typically boots. Okay? So go and... Yes, there's a few different kinds of them. Do you see the kinds of boots available to you?
Suggested by boots. Boots of speed, arcane boots.
Arcane boots are good for casters. Since you're a guy that you're looking to cast skills against the enemy, arcane boots are what's most interesting for you in this particular situation. Because they'll give you mana regeneration, and if you activate the boots every 55 seconds, which is their cooldown, you restore mana to yourself and nearby allies. As a support, that's an excellent item, right? It's not hard. You'll get the hang of it real quick. It's just a bunch of little stuff. Okay? Don't get so close to them. Remember to use your range. And use your skill. Have a feel for their damage. See how that was in kind of a cone shape? Great. Threw liquid frost on him. Did some attacks. They're going on you. Run under the tower.
Oh, I can't make it. I'm dead.
You are dead. That's fine.
Man, I move incredibly slow, huh?
Yes, which is why boots are very important, and it's typically one of the first items. It'll increase your movement speed.
I'm still 30 cash off the boots, though.
You can buy it by portions. You don't have to buy the full boots. If you left-click on the boots, you'll see the items that compose that boot. Do you see that?
Not really.
Okay, click on the shop. Then
oh, okay, I see it. I see it. Arcane boots, ring of something, boots of speed.
Your bottom tower is
yes, exactly.
All right, I bought the boots.
Each part of the thing that makes up the boot will give you something, except for the recipe. The recipe is typically a premium you pay to put everything together and gain an effect. Okay?
Okay.
Recipe is ultra mega important. Don't disregard it just because it doesn't give you anything. What it does give you is a new item.
What is this fountain doing?
Oh, this is called a lotus fountain, lotus pool. This will spawn every 3 minutes, so 3, 6, 9, 12, a lotus, which is this little thing that I just gave you. See that? If you read it, it instantly restores 125 health and mana, and has a 5-second cooldown. Okay? I see you've purchased the boots. Now you've got to tell your courier to deliver it. You could either press F3 or click on the little arrow close to the gold button down there.
Okay, I just asked him to deliver it.
Yes. If you click on the little courier image right next to the gold, and make sure you're in a safe place before you do that, like under the tower over here, consider the tower as a safe haven in the early levels. Typically, it will keep you safe. Okay? Not always, but typically. If you click on the little face of the little courier right there, and then you double-click on his portrait, you will see his exact location and how he's traversing to you.
Your top tower.
And he brought it to me.
Yeah, he brought it to you. You want to send them back to base now. If you press Q, that should actually send them to base.
Okay, he's going.
Good. Now leave him alone.
How do I
Up.
select myself again? How do I select myself again?
Click on yourself, like click on the dragon. Or you could click at the top.
Okay.
See on the top of the screen where there's all the heroes there?
Oh, okay.
You could click there, select yourself. It won't focus the camera on you, but it'll select your character. And then you double click on the portrait, and that focuses the camera on you. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm too slow to make it under the tower. Oh no, I made it. Help came. This girl TP'd here to assist us. Stay on him. I'm gonna go back in so we can get the kill. I'll die for it. Oh, or maybe not.
Where'd he go?
Careful, you're under his tower now. If you don't kill him fast, you'll die. See how much damage that tower does?
Yep, a lot.
Yes. Which is why, like I said, it works as a safe haven.
I don't have enough mana. I'm not regenerating mana fast enough. Or I could just press the boots.
There you go. And if you press the Healing Lotus... There you go. No, press the Lotus. Press the Lotus.
Oh, C. I'm sorry.
There you go. See? You gained more mana and more HP. You see the tangles that you have?
Mm-hmm.
Eat a tree.
The enemy attacks your middle tower.
Well, you can eat that tree that you just planted. You planted an iron branch. Now you use the tango. Whenever you plant a tree and you eat it, like, there, good job. It will make the tango worth twice as much. You will heal longer by double the amount of time. Okay?
Oh shit, we can take this tower.
Yes. Awesome, we killed that guy. Now I'm trying to survive.
Yep, samesies.
Oh no, she's gonna die. Let's try not to let her die. She died. We got him. See, Zeus is dying, so if you have skills to slow him down or to stun him, now's the time to use it to avoid Zeus dying. He survived with almost no HP, which is great because if you see the kill log over there at the left side, it shows who killed the guy, which means the guy that got the very last hit that ended his life got the most money, and then it divided 192 among 3 other heroes. So everyone else got a portion of that cash. Okay?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Every time we kill someone, we also get XP. The guy that killed them gets the most XP, but then everyone else will gain a portion of the XP. The enemy is trying to end us. Perfect stun. You got everyone in it. Very good.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Careful.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
You survived. It's okay.
Just ate that Lotus. It's coming back in hot.
Careful. You're too close. You're too close.
I was trying to save you, but I fucked up because I misclicked on the keyboard. A lot of keys bindings to memorize.
Yes, yes. It'll become second nature over time. So don't stress about it too much that you're having a hard time with it. It won't take long to. The really easy stuff is the QWER. Just keep each finger on one of those keys. Should be very simple for you to do. Okay? Now, what you should notice that you have more gold, right?
Yes.
Cool. What you want to do is buy more items. Okay?
Is there any way I can lock my camera on myself, like while I'm buying items, so I can see what's happening?
Lock your camera on yourself is double click your portrait.
Oh, cool.
See? Right.
Lucifer, why did you tell me to show?
Cool. Now, what you want to do is buy an item that's going to work for you. You've bought a magic stick. You didn't buy a full wand, but you can. Okay? Have that item delivered to you.
The full wand?
Yeah, the what you bought. No, I'm sorry. Sell the full wand that you just bought. You will have a timer to do this without penalty. Good, you did it within the time.
Okay.
Awesome. Have what you just bought delivered to you. Notice it's not a full wand. It is a magic stick, a recipe, and one iron branch. The game automatically checks what you have in your inventory currently against what you bought to know that if when everything gets to you, it'll make an item in your inventory immediately. So since you have one iron branch left over, which you did not plant on the ground, when the items and recipe get to you, it's all going to form a single magic wand. Okay?
Okay.
Which is simple stuff. You can use this a lot to be like, okay, so what am I missing to buy this? I don't know. So you just click to buy the full item. The game's going to give you the items that are missing. Yeah, exactly. Simple stuff. Okay?
Let's get it on this party right here.
All right, let's go. Try and get away. They're going to try and kill you. Careful, sniper's hitting you from far away. He got you.
You're right, I didn't see that.
Yep. Because he fires bullets, and it's hard to notice that they're flying at you.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, because the projectile speed is another thing to the game. Okay?
Damn, that Necrophos is evil, huh?
He is. He is very evil. I'm trying to run away from my life.
Back. I'm coming in hot for you.
Oh! I died, but...
Hunter was bringing the heat.
Yep. I have died.
He's gonna die.
He did die. He did die. He went into the tower, fucked around, found out. Okay? Fantastic.
Why am I getting minus 37 attack?
That is
minus
because
37 damage.
That is because you attack twice. That's your innate ability. Every attack you do, 50% less, 37. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Awesome.
Okay.
Now, I'm teleporting back in. I've purchased some items to become stronger.
Oh, I got some cash off that creep.
Yeah, yep. Typically, when you're a hard support, the only guy that's going to be getting the last hit on the creeps is the guy that's playing with you, which is the hard carry. Your job is to help me make sure I make the most gold as possible. We're killing them. Good ult. Axe is in your ult.
Oh.
There we go. He died. Look at that.
I just hit the Tide Hunter with my special. Oh, he's gonna kill me.
Good job.
Yep, I'm dead.
But you did massive damage to him by having him in that ult, right? And I stunned him in there. I went after him, killed him.
And you're now leaving the tower and coming back home.
Yes, exactly.
With you.
That's the thing. They'll only follow you where the enemy has vision of you. Since I went up high ground, they don't have vision on high ground. The creeps went back to the lane, and I managed to escape. Okay? Now, there's many other nuances to the game, like the timings of when certain things happen on the map. A certain rune will spawn, a money rune, which is called a bounty rune, or a special effect rune, which happens at the middle of the map. And there's a wisdom rune, which happens at the corner. There's a bunch of things that happen on the map throughout the time that goes on in Dota. At specific timings, certain things happen. Straightforward, okay? We'll get to what happens at what time later, but this is already decent enough that, you know, you're understanding how to use your hero.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna come in so hot. My god.
I am far from that fight, and I don't have a teleportation scroll available, which means I can't help you guys. I have to run there manually, which takes long. Okay? So that means that when you're fighting, you should expect I won't be able to assist. I showed up in time. Yep, I showed up in time to get one guy, and you guys killed everyone else. Good stuff. Look at my time. Oh, I can't use it right now. Well, it'll be a second before I can use it. But you'll see.
Why does it look like we're doing no damage to the tower? Oh, because we aren't.
No, well, yeah. They used a glyph of fortification. Okay.
So you pay to protect your tower, huh? Oh, is that a guy from their team?
Yep.
In? Yep.
Teleporting in. You never want to be close to that guy, like you are right now, especially since you're a ranged hero.
Okay.
Let's try and get that guy. Come on.
Oh.
Spam him with your skills.
I'm clicking on people and then I can't see my skills.
Because you're clicking on them with the left key. You want to click on them with the right key.
Did you just die?
Yep, but I get reborn. That's my special ultimate.
Come on, we can get him.
We got him. Exit the tower's range.
Hit by crypts.
Yep, the creeps are killing you, and the tower's hitting me.
Ooh. Oh, by the skin on your teeth, Morty.
I have a special item which allows me to fuck around with my health a bit. It's called an Armlet of Mortigan.
I know what it is.
Yeah, you do know what it is. You do know what it is. But it works in a different way here than it does in Dota Underlords that you've played before.
Because in Underlords, it gives you attack damage, but it takes HP.
Yeah. If you notice, my HP will drop slowly. See that? Because it's consuming my HP. It does give me attack damage, and it does consume my HP over time as long as it's activated. When I deactivate it, I lose all the bonuses I got, which basically kills me, but I never die from the HP loss. And when I activate it, I gain HP. This is an item that's really good for dealing with certain heroes. Come here, you see this?
What are these orbs?
These are called wisdom runes. They'll give XP to you and to the next lowest level hero on your team. Pick it up. You got 560 HP, and then the next lowest guy on the team also got 560. Twice. So that's 1,000 and something for both you and the next lowest guy on the team. Which is great. Okay. Notice you have a bunch.
Why is it daytime?
Because Dota fluctuates between night and day every 5 to 5 minutes, or every 10 to 10 minutes. Every 5 minutes a cycle. Every 10 minutes a full cycle happens. Every 5 minutes you'll see day and then night. Right? So 5 minutes of day, 5 minutes of night, then it resets. Oh shoot, I'm gonna die here. I gotta run.
I got you, run.
Yep, let's run. Oh, Zeus is here to help. I wanna fight, but I might die. Oh, beautiful ultimate. Beautiful. You got 2 kills, so you got the biggest part of that money, and then me and Zeus got a little bit of the cash from that. So you see how that works, how the last hit on everything in this game is the most important thing to happen. Okay?
Yeah. I've noticed that you do a lot more damage than me.
Because I'm a carry, and my normal hits is what do damage, right? I don't have skills that do a lot of damage. My normal hits are what do a lot of damage. When I click on something like this, I really smack it upside the head. Oh,
no, secret shop not in range. Damn.
Oh, we got a wise guy here.
I'm coming in hot, but I can't. Can't yet.
It's okay. He's gonna die to us.
Oh, I'm late.
That's fine. Now, you have 4,000 and something gold.
I tried to buy the super broken item, but I'm not in shop range.
Okay, so let me explain how that happens. Come over here with me. First thing, go to the Aghanim Scepter and left click on it. You'll see that it's composed of 4 items.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that.
3 of those can be bought without being in this shop. This is the secret shop. Some items in the game can only be purchased here. Like the point booster. Buy that point booster.
What is a point booster?
It's that item that gives you mana and HP. If you check it right now, it's in your inventory.
Oh, okay.
See that? And then the other 3 items you just purchased from the shop. Tell the courier to deliver the items.
Courier deliver items.
There you go. It's quite straightforward, quite simple. It's coming already. Come over here with me.
Will
Remember
the
I said that...
go wherever I go, or will
Yes.
it go to where I pinged it?
No, it'll go where you are. When you tell it to deliver the item, it will deliver it to you no matter where you are.
Time to fight.
See how another rune spawned?
How
This
often
rune-
does it spawn?
Every 7 minutes this rune will spawn. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 is it like, and then it'll go on like this infinitely, right? It'll always spawn here. Anyone can grab this, even the enemy. So it's important that when you're playing on this side of the map, to be mindful the enemy may come here and steal your rune.
And that will give them a big power spike.
And will make sure that you don't get yours, which makes the discrepancy between you guys even larger, especially if they get theirs and yours.
Alright, alright.
Right? Some of this stuff is game changing, literally. So you've now got the Aghanim Scepter. Let's go get in a fight. Teleport to mid. Do you have a teleport? Yeah, you have teleportation. Teleport to mid.
How do I do that? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Okay, relax. Press number 4 and then click on the minimap at the middle. Or you can like go there physically with your camera and click on it. See, you're already on your way. There's Axe. No need to ult for the kill. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ult. I was waiting to see what was gonna happen.
Yeah, some things are worth the ult. Like, let's say Axe is the guy that's making sure that we can't do anything this game. And we want to make sure that he dies no matter what. Literally no matter what. Because, for example, if he dies, we can win the game. Right? It doesn't matter if all the other 4 guys are alive. If he dies, we win. Just throw your ult out there, for example. Right? It may just be worth it. So as much as it's one guy and it's not all the guys, his value may be so high that it makes it worth it. Look at your ult. See the difference in it now?
Damn. Bro, they
Yeah.
ain't playing no more.
Last forever, they take big damage, they can't really do much. It's great. So this is some first-hand practical experience. Our team is pushing their middle tower. Notice how the third middle tower is at high ground. It makes it easier for them to defend because we can't see up high ground and they can see down high ground. Okay? That's one of the effects that high ground has in the game.
Okay.
Another effect is that if you're hitting upwards of high ground, you're from the low hitting up, you have a miss chance. There's like a 20% chance or 25% chance that you will miss your attacks on the guy that's up there. Okay? So you never want to be attacking from the bottom up. We destroy these barracks here. Once we do, our creeps, the new ones that will be born, become even stronger. Yes. And if we destroy all the barracks on all the lanes, they become mega creeps, which are like insanely stronger.
Let's go.
We got, oh, look at that. Well played. I died, but I come back from the dead. They're slowed. You stun them in the fire. They're done. Well done. You got the hang of it, man. It's that simple, right? And a part of it. There you go. Still survived.
Still counts.
Yeah. Still counts. Awesome. You're probably full of cash. Yeah, you are. So there's other items you
buy
can
the shard.
You can buy. Yeah, buy the shard. Go ahead, buy the shard.
Where is it? It's gonna be in upgrades. Oh no, it's gonna be right here.
Actually, if you sell the shard that you just bought,
Sell.
I want you to buy something called a Rod of Atos. A-T-O-S. Okay? It's going to be in upgrades if you're looking through the item selection spot. And it's going to be in magical. It's going to be like a little bone shape, red with white. Do you see that item?
Yes.
Purchase that item. The full thing. Like, click on the full item. You can't, can you?
Secret shop, not in range, no.
Exactly. So, buy what you can from it and tell it to be delivered. And now come with me. You have two options. You can either walk to the secret shop, because there's two on the map. One is on the enemy side of the map, which is right here, and one is on our side of the map. Since this one is closer, you can come here and buy the remaining item for the Atos.
Done.
Now,
And
I'm
as
going
soon
to
as all these items unite, it will be constructed, right?
Yes. Now, here's something that I do a lot. It's called queuing items. If you press and hold shift, and then you right-click on the item you want to buy, you will buy the whole item. Okay? If you have the cash to buy it. I'm sorry. If you right-click, you will buy the whole item. If you left-click, you will queue the purchase of the item. So go to the Atos again, hold shift, and left-click. You see how it's right above the money thing right there?
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's there, that just means that it's queued up. Basically, it's just easy for you to see it. So let's say you've got enough gold. You can just quickly purchase what you can from it, right? Let's say you're going to die and you're going to lose gold. Because in Dota, when you die, you lose gold. You can quickly go ahead.
Shit, there's a Necrophos right here.
Yes, there is. So how does Atos work? Use your ult on Necrophos and Atos at the same time if you can. I'm going to stun him for you. Use the Atos. It's an active item. You have to use it.
Oh, it's an active item. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's fine. So if you click the key that's bound to it,
which is C. Okay.
Yes, come over here. You can use it on a creep as well. Try it out. See how that creep can't move?
Mm-hmm.
For 2 seconds, he will be rooted in place. He cannot move from there. It works fantastically well with your ultimate, right? Because you can, yeah, you can keep him in the fire.
I can hold them in place.
Exactly. Now, there's more to the items in the game. Come over here with me. There's something called neutral items, which cannot be purchased. You have to kill these things for them to drop it. Okay? So, as we kill them, there's a... Right there, it just dropped. Pick that up.
How do I pick it up?
Done.
Just did.
See how it's right above your scrolls?
Mm-hmm.
Click on it, and you'll be able to select...
above my scrolls?
Yeah, right above your little scrolls. You see right there close to your
Tier
tango?
1 token. Okay, I have to press T.
Yes, press T, and you'll be able to select one of 5 items.
More mana, health regeneration, attack range, and safety bubble. Ooh.
See? Pick whichever one. So that's going to give you more movement speed and more mana. It's a passive item. You don't have to use it. Some of these are active, just like the Rod of Atos. So you'd actually have to use the item, okay?
So, after I choose what I'm going to do with that token, I can't change it anymore, huh?
No. Once you've locked it in, you've locked it in.
Holy shit, this guy just shot my... Fuck you.
Oh, you held him for the team. Look at that, he can't get away. Now we're just stunning him, and he's gone. Easy stuff. Let's kill him. There you go. You have a lot of cash already. You never want to hold a lot of cash, okay?
Yeah, but it's so fast.
Because it's an easy game. We're getting a lot of kills because they're easy bots. You're not dying all the time, you know. So, and you're hitting creeps and all. Typically, you're not going to make cash this fast in a game. Sometimes it'll feel like you'll be broke till the day you die in real life. Use an Atos. It has a really far range. Okay. You can use the item from far away. Fantastic stuff, dude. Now, there's more items you can...
because it works very well with my skills.
It does. You're a support hero, so typically you want to help keep the team alive. Buy an item called Force Staff. I'm not
By
gonna
what?
Force Staff, like force as in the Force Staff. It's right above Atos.
Oh, the force staff. Okay.
Yes.
Shit, give me a second. I'm getting ganged up by creeps.
You're okay. You're okay.
Force staff. Where is it gonna be? Oh, okay.
Right above the Atos, and if you're not finding an item, you can go up in search
You
and
can
type.
just search it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to know where things are. That's why I'm asking.
That's fine. That's fine. See how none
Okay,
of
I
the
got
items
it. Now let me get it delivered.
require the secret shop?
Why?
mean-
Because we're late game?
No. That has nothing to do with the timing of the game. Some items always require secret shop every time. Okay? Other items do not require secret shop ever. It just basically depends on what composes the item that you're trying to build. If you click on basics, like you right below search, click on basics, and you go all the way down, you see secret shop.
Basics, secret shop, yeah.
All of those items there are only purchasable in the secret shop. You see how they have a red glow on them? That's because you're far.
Because I'm not in range.
Exactly.
But I've noticed that like my little money thing, it'll become yellow when I'm secret shop range, right?
Yeah. Come here and save me. I'm getting ganged up by the enemy team.
Oh shit, where are you?
Over here in the jungle. I'm running towards you.
Okay. Alright. Did I just miss you?
No, I died, but I'm coming back to life. It's your chance.
Well, we just killed Axe.
Yeah, our team is very strong and whatnot, so you're not getting to, actually play much.
Yeah, because our team is gangbanging.
Yeah, so don't sweat it. So, you got the Force Staff. Use the Force Staff on me. See
I
that?
can use it to save you, huh?
Yes,
Not
you
just
can.
to kick enemies.
You can also push enemies. So you can push yourself, me, or enemies with the Force Staff.
Oh, I can push myself as well.
Yeah, when it's off cooldown, double tap it, and you can push yourself by double tapping, or you can push yourself like you pushed me. Try double tap. See?
That is a great way to get away, huh?
You can also go up cliffs with this item. See where I am right here? Come over here against this cliff. Make sure you're facing the direction you want to go, because it only pushes you the direction that you're facing. And use the item.
Ooh, creeps.
Great to get away because a guy that can't go up that cliff has to go around it, so he loses time. Okay? Now, the Force Staff is a very versatile item. Let's say, for example, you put down... we can actually do this over here. Come here with me.
Just give me a second. I'm almost done killing this creep.
That's alright.
Hell yeah!
Come over here.
Right.
You see these 3 creeps? One of them is a big one and 2 small ones. What I want you to do is I want you to place an ice path along where I just tagged on the map like this. You see that? I'm pinging. You're going to place an ice path there, and I want you to Force Staff a creep into your ice path. Okay? Right here. Force Staff him. Why did you not Force Staff?
It's not working. Oh, the Force Staff is left click. Okay, items are left clicking.
There you go.
Okay, that makes more sense.
We'll try that again. Come over
Let's
here.
try that again. Yeah.
Notice how these creeps are facing a specific direction, and there's little Z's on their head. At nighttime, creeps sleep. Well, Zeus just messed that up. Come over here.
There's some creeps right over here on me.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm going to make them look at me, and I want you to Force Staff them into your ice path here. You're going to have to be fast. Oh, you Force Staff yourself.
I have myself.
Yes. Come over here. We'll try these.
Where are you? Oh, you're down there. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Ice path here, and I want you to force staff one of these guys in it. Go. See that? That's a great way to manipulate the enemy. You can push them in the direction they're facing if they're facing the direction you want them to face. Like, you can force staff them into our tower range, and now they're getting hit by the tower as well. You can
So
force
it's
staff
the direction that they're facing.
Yeah, so if they're facing away and you force staff them, you'll save them from us, if you think about it.
Top tower.
Oh, okay, you're right. Oh, shit. Now, wait a minute. Now, wait a goddamn second there.
I'm doing something called, well, I failed, but I was going to body block her, which basically means you get in front of the guy and not let him pass you. Kind of like what I make you do here, see? Like, you can't pass through the body of another player. You can go around it. That's more advanced. Don't stress on that. You won't see that in like normal games all the time. The team has won.
Jesus. You think we were overpowered?
76 kills to 24 kills, and like we basically never died. So we amassed a very large amount of gold. Now we see what happened during the match. How much gold we made in that match, how many deaths, assistances, all the breakdowns of what happened. Don't stress on this too much.
You get more, huh?